And salutations, my friends. It's I, Jeremy, aka xljtheog, here for another edition of Colecast, the podcast for all of us. And today, it's going to be a really fun episode, as I'm joined by Mr. B. Rowe.
How y'all doing out there?
And we have a very special guest with us, just Alex.
What's up?
Howdy ho. So, wait a minute. You guys hear that? That's right. It's a dinosaur. Gonna get up, get on that floor. Everybody knock that dinosaur. Today's episode, we're talking about dinosaurs. That's right. I know, that was a little cheesy. But we're rolling with it because it's Colecast. So yeah, we're gonna talk about dinosaurs today and how they impacted us as a youth. So first off, guys, I gotta ask you, what are your childhood memories of dinosaurs?
Childhood memories, probably first jump would be, you got to think of Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
And being scared as a kid a little bit. But it was freaking cool because they were freaking dinosaurs. And then I also remember putting together those stupid little wooden dinosaur things that were so freaking stupid hard to put together, and it didn't matter how many times you glued them, they didn't stick together.
Is that the peg things? The
puzzle
things?
You would get them from like the Children's Museum, and like they were wood, and like it said it went together one way, but it never worked the way it was supposed to.
Oh, like a model, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that. You mentioned Jurassic Park, and I mean that's gonna be a big part about this, but one of the things to me that's most iconic about that is the theme music by John Williams. All right.
Most definitely.
Now, I don't know if you guys will remember this or not. It may be too far back, but did anybody ever get on a website called You the Man Now Dog? Okay, yeah, I'm getting looks. So yeah.
Yep.
So You the Man Now Dog was like GIFs before GIFs even existed. It was like short little tidbits. But my all-time favorite one, there was one on there, and it was the Jurassic Park theme. But to the theme, it was, holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Fucking dinosaurs, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
So that's your memories. I'm sorry, just Alex. I know I got you. What about you? Like, do you have any childhood memories?
My favorite childhood memories is, you remember when you would get into the bathtub and you would get those little capsules and you would open them or drop them into the tub and the water would hit them and they would foam up into the little spongy dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
I remember I used to have just boxes of those when I was a kid, and I thought it was a great idea to throw them all into the bathtub at once and like flood my bathtub full of sponges. Like, yeah, it was, yeah. The whole thing was like, watch them grow.
Yeah. It's amazing how the marketing of that was like, it was something so simplistic, but yet so mesmerizing as a kid. So, as a child of the '80s, like dinosaurs were marketed pretty heavily to my generation. A lot of cartoons, a lot of flicks there in the '90s too, which we'll get into. But before we get to that, let's just talk about how ridiculously difficult it is to pronounce dinosaur names. Like,
so ridiculous.
Like, why? Who? I want to know who in the absolute fuck come up with the idea of like coming up with some of these names. I mean, you got stupid shit like dildo plapasaurus and anal rexosaurus and shit like that.
That's my favorite.
I know. Yeah. It's a carnivore.
Most definitely.
and that anal rexosaurus is all about that ass.
I want one extinct first.
Well, yeah, obviously, because he had nothing but the ass on that mine. Where the fuck are we going? I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah.
Jeremy's talking about.
See, that's what tends to happen on here. Is my mind goes directly to shit and ass, and I don't know why. I guess it's just the way I'm programmed.
Talking about butt stuff.
Yeah, lots of butt stuff. So, anyways, like you've got a list though of dinosaur names, correct?
I do. I did a little Google. Search for the most difficult dinosaur names to
God.
say. We are going to try to pronounce these. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I will start.
Okay.
First one up. Alacellus? Alacellus?
Alagellus.
Let's see what this dinosaur is. It's actually a prehistoric turtle.
Okay.
Um,
So, was like, okay, when you say prehistoric turtle, are we talking like a big ass like dinosaur?
the
are we-
picture kind of looks like pretty freaking huge.
Okay. So just a big ass turtle.
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Oh, this one looks like a Pokemon. Oh, good lord. Epidepterix.
Good job. I think you got
It literally looks like a dodo, though.
yeah.
It really does.
Yeah,
Like-
it's like a dinosaur
Yeah.
with like giant penises sticking out of its ass.
Epideptitis. I choose you.
it. And it, just reading a brief description here, it kind of says it's related to another name I can't say.
Assosaurus?
Close.
Assosaurus Rex.
Archaeopteryx. Basically, it's kind of saying it's kind of like a dino-like bird, which that just sounds terrifying. But
It makes me think of Trimmers, the ass blasters.
Oh,
That's what it makes me think of.
yeah. See, we're not talking about like these pterodactyls, tyrannosaurus. See, we are on Coldcast here. We are giving you the hard names about dinosaurs you never heard of. We are educating the people.
That's right. What you got for me?
Are you ready, Mr.
I'm ready.
XLJ?
I'm ready for this. Is this the okay? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. It looks like it says Hugh Conta Lewis.
Is it just me, or does that sound like a football player? The Ohio State University.
You beat me to it, yeah. So
Sounds
Hugh.
like my ex-wife. What?
Oh, Hugh Canahaludis is actuality. Okay, so I will say this by looking at this picture, this dinosaur looks very, and this is no knock, but it looks very effeminate. So I don't know why, but look at the way it's positioned.
It looks pregnant.
And it looks like it's
Ready for?
pardon my French, but it looks like it's begging for
But still.
so yes.
So the way it looks to me is like, when you let your dog out into the yard and he's got poop, and he goes out there and he gets ready to squat, and then he looks up at you for approval for the turd. That's what it looks like. It looks like he's ready to go. He's going, am I doing a good job?
No.
That's pretty accurate.
All right. I'm going to educate the people again. So when dogs do that, you want to know what that is actually?
What is that?
They are saying that they actually have the ultimate trust in you because a dog is most vulnerable when it's taking a dump.
Well, that's a good point.
I don't know. I feel like you're staring inside its soul.
Well, that's true too. But
It's brown eye soul. Okay, yeah. This next one looks like it's a fucking bat. It's on you clitoris? On you clitoris. That's what it is. It's tell me that doesn't say on you clitoris. On you clitoris. There you go. Boom. Mic drop.
Connie Satiris.
that just sounds dirty.
It's dirty, but look, it's like a fucking bat. All right, tell me.
It
I mean,
is a bat. It says in this case clawed bat.
A clawed
See?
bat.
Right down below,
So
clawed
it's a bat.
See? So dinosaurs are still alive to this day,
Yeah, but smaller.
but smaller. Like
Dude.
lizards and bats.
Want to go for another round here, Mr. B-roll? What the hell's that?
Pylothontia.
It's like an eel.
It looks like an eel
Yeah.
or some type of snake-like thing.
Hmm.
Doing a terrible description. All I know is this next one looks really fun. Here you go, just Alex.
Okay, yes, this one. It is Phenosuchus. Phenosuchus.
That's what she said.
You don't want to pronounce this one with a mouthful of crackers. Yeah, so this looks kind of a frog and like a hippo. So if you imagine a hippo's face on a frog's body, I think, yeah.
If a hippo and a frog had a baby,
You would have a Phenosuchus.
Mm.
There you go. Here, look at
All
the
right.
Phenosuchus.
Oh man, look at the Dinosaurs. Oh man, wow.
I think we got about 4 more. I think we're doing a top 10 list.
Okay.
I think that's what. So if we want to
Okay.
keep going,
Let's do it. What the fuck is this thing? And why is it like all these things? They look like derivative of like I don't know, like shit that's already around. Well, I guess that's part of it,
But
right?
maybe most of that stuff was based off them.
That's true. So this one's looks like it says prophylactic cumsus. Prophylactic cumsus. What is with all these dinosaur names? If you think about it, they have something tied in with like the penis, the butthole, and semen. Like, what's up with that? That's one of the bro. I'm telling you, look at that shit. So this thing looks like a monkey. It looks like a pissed off monkey, like this pissed off monkey that was just had something badly done to it. I'm not gonna say.
Wouldn't you be pissed off if your name was Prophylactic Cumsus?
That's true. I would be pretty pissed too. That's a good one. I'll let you go, Mr. B-roll. Prophylactic cummus. Remember that.
oh, the first thing I look at this and I see the word pedophile.
Okay.
Now we're cooking with gas. No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible. That is terrible.
But here we go. Theophily?
It definitely sounds like a pedophile.
It's Greek for garden of the gods.
Let me ask you a question. This picture of this dinosaur, is it happen to be like in a really shitty looking fan with like some candy hanging out the window or anything?
No. But it does
Okay.
kind of look like it's smoking a sweet cigar, but I think it's actually some pants or some plants or something.
That's what really happened to
Some
Hands.
That's what really happened to the dinosaurs. It wasn't no, it was tobacco that killed the dinosaurs.
All right, we got 2 more, and this next one really does look like a doozy. And whatever the crap that is,
Thehulia. Thehulia. This is a marine reptile, and it basically, I don't know. I don't even know. It looks like an underwater pterodactyl, but like meets a dolphin.
yeah, that's like a very accurate description.
I don't
I'm on
really
a
know.
theodactyl doing
Yeah.
flips and shit.
Thehulia. Thehulia. I don't know. That makes me
Thehulia!
It just makes me think of Cthulhu. Or Cthulhu.
Oh, Tachula?
Yeah, Cthulhu.
All right, I got the last one.
Last one.
What the fuck, really? Damn. I don't know on this one. Scion
Williamson.
G-
Scion Williamson.
Scion Williamson. Scion Gon Hunglong. Scion Gon Hunglong. That's my that's my that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'll tell you this though, from the picture, it doesn't look like he's hung long. Oh, like okay, like off topic here, but like, what did a dinosaur's dick look like? I'm just like not trying to be a weirdo here, but like,
I've always wondered that. How
right?
do T-Rexes have kids?
Yeah.
They can't grab each other with their little arms.
Yeah, and it's not like, if he's going from behind, it's not like he can smack that ass. He's just
No.
like scratching her back.
I'm just imagining hearing the strangest sounds in Jurassic Park. You see it now, they're just sitting up at the gate looking over at the fence, and you're like, the goat's there, what's happening?
Yeah, and the professor dude's like, welcome to Jurassic Park, and like 2 dinosaurs fucking. Like, what the fuck? Oh shit. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Well, and I'll just say, once they invent time travel, you can go back in time and see what it's like. Just See two dinosaurs do it.
I'm gonna drive my DeLorean all the way back to see how T-Rexes had sex. I have to know.
Yeah, and make sure you take your phone with you and get a dick pic.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we got to know. Well, it's like weird. Cats have barbed penises and stuff. So, I mean.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
you
Really?
know that cats have like barbed. So it literally looks like it's a little tiny thing. And how the fuck did we get on this? But it looks like barbed wires wrapped around his dick.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You're going to Google it,
I'm
aren't you?
Googling
That
it.
poor little bastard.
The world we live in where you can Google cat penis. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a barbed dick, man.
Should I click on images?
If you dare.
Let's
You
click
gotta
on-
know.
Let's click on videos.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
And you're welcome.
It
Yep.
won't go off.
Save it as a screensaver. So, yeah. So, dinosaurs, yeah, ridiculous names. But, yeah. I tell you, for like I mentioned before, for me, when I was a kid, it was marketed heavily like, oh, yeah, dinosaurs will be cool, and they'll hang out with you, and they'll play, categories with you, and go surfing, and all this other shit. But then I had a reality check, which I'm going to get to. But I want to cover first some of the cartoons I had that I grew up with. Now, first of all, let me ask you guys, because obviously I'm older than you, but in your do you guys remember any cartoons or anything like that as kids?
Well, of course, the classic it would be the Land Before Time, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
do remember having all those little hand puppets.
Oh, from Pizza Hut?
What is that? Where they're throwing?
Oh, hell yeah, son.
Well, then yes.
Yeah, I had the one that was like that would repeat what it was saying, like yep, yep, I'm a piece of shit, yep. Not that it was a piece of shit. It was a lovely little dinosaur. But man, Land Before Time, yeah, dude, that the first one, holy shit, man, that was a tearjerker.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I used to cry all the time when I was a kid on the credits. It never
Oh, yeah.
failed.
Oh yeah, the first 20 minutes, it's like that was devastating. But Mr. B-roll, are you ready for your bullshit fact of the day?
I am ready.
All right, so Land Before Time, that was actually created by Don Bluth Studios, who had done An American Tail. Now, Don Bluth, for those of you who don't know, was an incredible animator in the 70s and 80s. Worked for Disney originally and left and started up his own studio, right? And ended up because keep in mind in the 80s, Disney Studios was kind of floundering, really. Wasn't doing nearly as well as latter years, and they'd have the Renaissance in the 90s. But so Land Before Time opened up the same day or I believe it was the same day or maybe a week before, a week after. I can't quite recall, but when in doubt, you could always Wikipedia that shit.
True story.
That's right. But I believe it opened up against Oliver and Company, and it beat the living shit out of Oliver and Company. Which I love Oliver and Company, man.
It's a good movie.
It's a
That's
great movie.
classic.
Yeah. But it was just it put Disney okay, we got to get our shit together, and thus Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Aladdin, the rest is history. I know I did that out of sequence, but you get the idea. That's your bullshit fact of the day. But Land Before Time, yeah, and the first one was great, but then they made 30 fucking sequels. You remember that? And it was
Oh, yeah.
all on
Yeah.
straight to VHS.
Straight to VHS.
It's kind of like the Fast and the Furious, but
Yes.
of dinosaurs.
That's a very valid point.
It's all about family.
It's all about family.
It's all
all
about
about that.
family and getting them out of the Great Valley.
Yeah. It's all about that family, son. Yeah. No. Land Before Time was where it was at. So as a kid, for me, there was shows actually on TV. I'm gonna name drop some for you. First was Denver, the Last Dinosaur. You guys ever heard of that? Nope.
Oh,
So pretty much Denver, the Last Dinosaur. Here was the premise of this: was Denver was the last dinosaur? No, he somehow gets it's set in modern day, which is in the 80s, and Denver gets brought back, or he gets found at a dig or something, and I don't know. I guess Denver was what's that? A herbivore? Isn't that the plant plant
A
eating.
plant
Yeah,
eating.
herbivore.
Yeah.
So
Herbivore.
he was like a herbivore, so he's a nice, friendly dinosaur. But he wasn't. He was like the same height as like teenage kids. So I don't.
what you're telling me is basically is the dinosaur version of Frosty the freaking snowman.
Maybe. Yeah, kind.
Frosty didn't eat plants.
Yeah. And
Well,
he didn't
confused.
and they didn't need a hat or anything. They just
Right.
found him, and it's
And he
like,
didn't melt in the snow or in the sun.
yeah.
You get it.
But anyway, so he was like, right. So he was like not intimidating at all. He was just kind of like he had like made baby noises like ooh, like shit like that, and he ended up becoming a skateboarder and a rock star. Like he played the guitar. That was his favorite things to do was, or at least what I remember was playing the guitar, shredding on the guitar, and skateboarding. Because that's what you did in the 80s when some kids find you. Another one I remember was one called Dinosaurs. You guys,
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. So Dinosaurs was pretty much the premise was about these dinosaurs okay, so Dinosaurs in a nutshell was fucking Transformers just in dinosaur form. Because so you had the good dinosaurs and the bad dinosaurs. You remember now, don't you? Or kind of?
No,
Oh.
hang on. I got something for you after this.
Okay. So, anyways, like the good dinosaurs come to Earth to stop the bad dinosaurs, and had a kick-ass theme song of like Dinosaurs. Now, here's a funny story for me personally. That cartoon is actually what gave me my fantasy football team's name, which is the Dino Comers. Yes, that's right. It's only
That is factually correct.
that is true. That is true. My fantasy football team's called the Dino Comers. Don't judge me. So, just Alex, you had something you were. What was you gonna say?
Oh, well, okay. You mentioned the Transformers. What about Transformers Beast Wars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can't not forget the Oh, what the fuck was the dinosaur Transformers name? The
Oh no.
fuck. It was like Grimlock was the leader.
Wait, what? Grimlock.
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Oh.
Fuck. Yeah, you better.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
I'm getting on Wikipedia right now.
Yes. What the fuck? Like I can't. It blows my mind. But yeah, I remember it was like Grimlock. Me Grimlock. Me like you, Optimus Prime. Me like to give you a handy. Okay, I don't know why he would want to do that, but yeah, Grimlock.
The Dinobots?
Dinobot.
Wow, we're
I
a bunch
couldn't
of, we're a
fucking
bunch of,
remember.
We're a bunch of freaking idiots.
Oh, the Dinobots. But yes, the Dinobots. And yes, I do remember Beast Wars too. Yeah.
Oh, about Beast Wars.
Yeah. Some dropping some knowledge, if you will. So yeah. So Dinosaurs was one. Another one I liked was I remember there was a cutesy one called Dink the Dinosaur, and I don't remember a significant amount about that other than it was just like about a little tiny dinosaur fucker. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, which we talked about in our last podcast about the Saturday morning cartoon podcast.
Yeah.
Which pretty much was like dude got transported, or some people got transported, I think, back in time or something, and they have Cadillacs. Maybe that's not how it went, but pretty much the show was about Cadillacs and dinosaurs, and they had some badass toys. Look it up. Some cool shit. And then I remember there was Extreme Dinosaurs. Now, for you guys, you're probably going to be more among the line of Power Rangers, right?
Morphin Power.
Because they had like all sorts of like. I just remember the original, the OG Power Rangers, but I know there's like, wasn't there literally like an episode about like Dino Power Rangers or like a series or something?
So you had the Mighty Morphin, which all Dino. You had Dino Thunder.
Yes, sir.
You had Dino Fury, and there was another one. That's more recent. I haven't watched it, but there's another one.
Did it have like the name Jurassic?
No, I don't remember what it is. I just remember because I like Dino Thunder out of all of them because it had the original Tommy Oliver from the original series in it.
Oh, the Green Ranger.
Yeah, and he was he played the Black Ranger, and it was a good series, great series. If you're into Power Rangers, like me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Why would you not be into the Power
Yeah.
Rangers?
I love like, yeah, I don't know. Now I'm kind of intrigued to go back and look at like the what would be newer to me, because when I was a kid, or the original, I mean, it was just like stock footage from the Japanese, like what was it, fucking called, Ranger or whatever the
It
fuck.
was
I
Super
butchered that.
Senshi, I think is what
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
called,
yeah,
something
that's
like
it.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm thinking of the damn song. You remember the song? Ranger, Ranger. I don't know. I'm fucking
Hang on,
terrible.
hang on, I think I said that wrong. Hang on.
I'm butchering that, but yeah, I remember. So in the newer stuff, did
Super Sentai.
Super
That's what it was.
Sentai?
Super Sentai.
Super Sentai.
I just have to say, since we're talking about Power Rangers, there was a knockoff I loved when I was a kid. It only went for 2 seasons on like the Saturday morning cartoons, or
I think I know.
Even before I would go to school in the morning, it was called VR Troopers.
VR.
And I loved that show
Now,
more than Power Rangers.
Did you know that was made by Saban too?
Absolutely.
But the
I
funny
knew
thing
that
is
was made by
all those
Saban.
Power Ranger knockoffs were made. Majority of them was made by Saban.
I was so sad when they canceled the series because they ended it on just the most random episode ever.
Oh,
It
really?
was heartbreaking to me. I loved Ryan Steele. Ryan Steele was awesome.
They also did one called The Masked Rider that was
Really?
on Fox. Now it was only on for one season, but it wasn't that great of a show. But VR Troopers was good. There were several of those Power Ranger knockoffs. Do you remember Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad?
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs, and that was a Saban one too. Yeah, big bad Beetleborgs. I'll tell you the most ridiculous knockoff one I loved, and it was just on USA, and you could probably see it on the USA Cartoon Express. You're not going to give me shit anymore for that, bro. Did you get that TikTok video I sent you about the? Oh my god, it had the Cartoon Express theme. Yeah.
I tried to open them the other day and my phone wasn't
Wah, wah, wah. Anyways, this show was called Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills.
What?
legendary.
Yeah. Yep. Wasn't that? It was like, what the fuck?
Tattooed
Teenage
fighters.
Alien Fighters.
Oh, alien fighters.
And they're
It
from
sounds like
Beverly
a bad
Hills.
translation. It's almost like somebody originally came up with a name for it in like a completely different language, and they just literally attempted to translate it like, oh, teenagers with attitude that are badasses.
Yeah. More or less. Yeah. But yeah, that was an actual legit show. But there was all sorts of, oh man, Power Ranger knockoffs and shit. And the funny thing is, they kind of did the same thing where they used stock footage from other Japanese shows. So, which, man, we could go on and on about that. But back to the topic at hand of dinosaurs. So, yeah, that was just some of the cartoons I remember as a kid. Now, there was also a lot of movies made too.
That is a true story.
Now, of course, we know the big one, and we're going to get to that. But I want to talk about some more of the obscure ones that you guys probably don't remember.
Know. Yeah.
But first up, I'm going to talk about Prehysteria. You ever heard Prehysteria?
Never heard of it, but it sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was okay. So pretty much, I loved as a kid watching the shit out of. There was a movie company that made a lot of straight to video movies called Full Moon. Like they did a ton of horror movies. Like the biggest thing they were known for was the Puppet Master series. But they had a kids line of movies they did in like I want to say 91, 92. And one of the first ones was Prehysteria. And pretty much Prehysteria, what happened there was it was like some kids moved to a new town, I believe, and then in the backyard they like find mini dinosaurs in their backyard that like they found some dinosaur eggs and they hatch, and it's like little tiny miniature dinosaurs, and they become their pets, and they pick up all sorts of fun, whimsical like things like like the Tyrannosaurus likes to listen to hip hop music, and the I don't know, the Stegosaurus likes to eat peanut butter and pastrami sandwiches or some stupid shit like that.
I bet they like peanut butter on their waffles.
Ew.
Yeah, you smug bastard. No, so yeah. So that was Prehysteria. Another one I remember was, and most of these are straight to video piece of shit movies. There was one called Adventures in Dinosaur City. And it was pretty much just a complete and total utter ripoff of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it was okay. So the premise of that was there's these three kids that pretty much like are addicted to watching this show called Adventures in Dinosaur City. Well, and of course there's a girl who's a nerd who does scientific experiments. The little shitbag, like small cocky kid, and like the jock. That was the three kids, right? And the girl's doing some experiment or something, and somehow they get sent in through the TV into the show. And it's it was just like instead of high fives or whatever, it's like give me claw.
Give me
just
glow.
just stupid shit like that.
And what was it with the TVs in the 90s, like sucking people into the TVs and like just
Yeah, that's a good point.
That-
Like, why was there like this parallel universe? It doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, so yeah, that was one. There was another one, Theodore Rex. And Theodore Rex this is a funny one. So Theodore Rex was like a cop. And you know who his partner was? Whoopi Goldberg. That's right. Whoopi freaking Goldberg. And they were just like, now this I think actually was released theatrically, but it was a god awful movie. Stupid fucking puns. Just fucking terrible. I mean, if you want to look it up, you go right ahead. But yeah, Theodore Rex was the drizzling shits. And then you guys probably, there was another one called Baby the Dinosaur, and that was made in the 80s. And I can't, I don't remember watching it. I just remember seeing like the cover at like Blockbuster, like on VHS, But as you get into the 90s, the mid 90s, there was, of course, it becomes popular because of Jurassic Park. But do you remember We're Back?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who does not like Dinosaurs in the City?
Okay, trivia time. Who was the voice of the Tyrannosaurus Rex in that movie?
Oh, I feel like I should know this.
You should.
All right, let's do like a little round table here, which you know the answer.
Yes, I do.
So I'll take a guess,
Okay.
and I'll let just Alex take a guess, and we're probably both gonna get it wrong.
Okay.
Gosh, it's been forever since I've seen that movie.
It's a guy. The male.
John Candy.
I have no idea the answer to this, so I'm just gonna come up with a ridiculous thing. Bryan Cranston.
Oh. No, to both. You were kind of close. It was John Goodman.
John.
What do I know that name? What do I know that name?
Oh, John Goodman, man. He's an incredible actor. He's on Roseanne. He was in The Big Lebowski. He's Walter. Like, you're entering a world of pain. Oh, you've never seen Big Lebowski? The Big Lebowski is my wife and I's favorite movie, dude.
Never seen Big Lebowski.
Oh my god!
What?
All right, no, we can't have that discussion right now. We just cannot. So yeah. Remember now? B-roll's showing a picture of John
I've
Goodman.
seen that guy before.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's King Ralph, bro. That is
What?
King Ralph.
King
Another
Ralph.
movie from the 90s. Yeah.
Flintstones.
I'm
The
telling you.
Flintstones.
Flintstones. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that because
Dinosaurs.
Flintstones. That
Dinosaurs.
really is kind of what. Once again, what the fuck, man? I just
Once
realized
again,
something.
back on top.
Back to the Flintstones. They started all trendsetters, man. Not only they start Saturday morning cartoons, now they're talking this shit. So yeah, the Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Brr, 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 go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding. I love you, people. We love you. We all love you here at Coldcast.
That's exactly how that went. I remember it. Every morning.
Precise. So yeah, the Flintstones. But anyways, yeah, that's John Goodman. So, you remember the Disney dinosaur movie they did in like 2000? That's up your guys' alley, I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah, like that movie was kind of depressing, in all honesty.
I've honestly never seen it, So I don't know. I just know
Don't they
of
all
it.
die?
Yeah, I believe at the
That's
end,
what I
like,
thought.
I mean,
A meteor, right?
yeah, like,
Realistic.
yeah, they were trying to show what actually happened. You're like, I'm a freaking kid.
Yeah. So so obviously, what is the most dominant we remember is Jurassic Park, because
Most definitely.
Jurassic Park it was Jurassic Park, man. Great fucking movie. You know what amazes me about that is Spielberg went from making Jurassic Park right into making Schindler's List. You talk about a 180. I mean, fuck. But yeah, we're not saying anything about Schindler's List. We're not going there. Not poking that bear.
I've never seen that one either.
Yeah. Well, it's a good movie, but it's a very depressing movie. But anyways, I digress. I tend to do that a lot.
Sounds like there's some dinosaurs trying to get in here right now.
Yeah, that would be my kiddos, my fur babies. But anyways, so yeah, Jurassic Park. What did you guys think of the sequels? Like for me, the first one's the best by far.
Yeah, most definitely. Don't you feel like each one got a little worse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like Lost World was just, I thought, dumb as shit. And a lot of people like that, but I didn't care for it. And the third one, I wasn't a huge fan of. I mean, it was alright, but I just wasn't feeling it. Now the new ones they did with Chris Pratt, like Lost World, I think it was, or not Lost World. What the fuck was the new one? Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
That was pretty decent. The second one after that was meh.
Right.
And now rumor has it that they are going to make a Jurassic Park / Fast and the Furious crossover. Like, what the actual fuck? Because that's the only thing. Remember, it goes back to what we're saying. Like, that's the only thing that can save dinosaurs. Family. We're family. Yeah. They're
The look on my face right now.
It's like,
And I actually like the Fast and the Furious movies, even though there's been like 100 of them. But come on.
Yeah, shit.
Fast and Furious in time.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious in space.
So legitimately, how many movies are there? Like, there's at least
Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
More than
I think there's 10.
10. How
Is
is
there really? I've only seen
now?
like the first 3.
And then there was like the Hobbs and Shaw was the spinoff,
I
right?
think
So is that
would
counted
be,
in
I think that would be included.
Okay.
I just want to know how they went from street races to saving the world. It's like
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm waiting for Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet to be in one episode going, you know, like
Because it's all about family.
It's all about that family.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I mean, but whatever it takes.
And then I also remember we got to talk about this too. I'm sure you guys remember the Dinosaurs TV show, like Disney's Dinosaurs. It was on TGIF Fridays. Oh yeah. Oh come on, man! You're looking at me like, huh?
I'm trying to remember.
Not the mama. Not the mama. Now that was, go back and watch that. That was a really well done show and had like one of the best endings, although it was depressing as fuck, but one of the best endings of any like sitcom or anything like that.
I just think it's the kids' version of Married with Children.
And you know, that's a really good point. It really is. I mean, because there's some stuff on there they say and do that, you know, is the kids laugh at. They don't get it. But you can actually see like, oh, fuck, this is like actually some adult content here. Like, I remember there was one episode where Robbie, who is the son of Earl, the father of the house, and Robbie is trying to like impress a girl, and Robbie is like trying to be like a jock and shit. And so he starts eating these like plants or something. And anyways, it was kind of like in actuality he was doing steroids. And then like he goes like on a roid rage and like tries to beat the shit out of his like best friend and was gonna like, you know, I don't know, like fucking dinosaur claw the shit out of like his new girlfriend's labia or something. I don't know. Something terrifying. Yeah, I know. That was an awful awful imagery. Just disregard that I even put that in your mind. But it's there though. It's there, and now there's nothing you can do about it. What can I say but you're welcome? Okay, Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, Dinosaurs, the TV show was fun. It was a good show. But do you guys remember any toys or anything like that? Did you have any toy? Like we kind of talked about that a little bit earlier, but like,
Yeah.
do you remember the basic bitch, like little plastic dinosaur toys
Yeah.
that every kid had,
E-
kind of like
everyone-
army like
Everyone
toys?
had them. Yeah, everyone had them.
Yeah, I had them
Like,
too.
You can remember, like, you'd make like one team of dinosaurs, and they were gonna fight this team of dinosaurs.
Yeah, and they were supposed to be like for educational purposes, and we would, as kids, you'd do like all sorts of shit, like have your dinosaur like eat the fuck out of your GI Joe or something. I don't know.
I just want to bring up. You made me think of this, but the difference in the Velociraptors between Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3. Am I the only person on the planet that bothers? Because now they have the little hairs on their little head and stuff.
Oh,
Remember before
yeah.
these be nice and smooth, and then now they've got like these three little hairs that stick off the top of their head.
It's funny you say that because I never really correlated or put one to one together, but that's a very valid point. Yeah, yeah, the fashion sense of dinosaurs. Did you guys have any of the Jurassic Park toys? I always wanted the one that was like the battle scarred the Tyrannosaurus Rex, where it's like he had he had it like a little puzzle piece come off of him and it showed like he had some flesh. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I remember having a Jurassic Park tent.
Oh, yeah. That was a great thing. You could put Jurassic, like as a kid in the 90s, and maybe still certainly to this day, I suppose. Yeah, you can put like that shit on anything. Like there was Jurassic Park backpacks and lunchboxes and toilet paper and tampons. Okay, maybe not tampons, but you get the idea.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me. I agree. But
Jurassic Park condom.
The magnums.
You didn't say the magic word.
What's the magic word?
I've got that for you.
I'll get back to you on that one. Do you guys remember any dinosaur games? I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is Turok.
Yeah, I never played that one.
Turok was it was fun, but it was like hard as fuck too.
Yeah.
I mentioned Cadillacs and Dinosaurs earlier. Man, they had a kick-ass arcade game, and it was made by Konami, because Konami's the shit. But yeah, that was a pretty badass game. But that's the thing, I don't remember there being a whole lot of games about dinosaurs.
Okay, so
There was the Jurassic Park games, and you know what the funny thing is about those Jurassic Park games is like on different platforms, it was like a different type of game. Like on one, I think on Sega, it was kind of like a side scroller, and then on like fucking Super Nintendo, it was like a RPG or some shit. It was
There's
weird.
always the old like arcade cabinet dinosaurs. You like hold the machine gun, and then you would like go and chase the dinosaurs. And
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I feel like a lot of the dinosaur games were marketed at like the cabinet kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
yeah, it was like shoot and kill the dinosaurs. But I'm glad Jurassic Park came along because it wisened up my generation. Because otherwise, if dinosaurs had came back to life, we would have all been like, "Oh yeah,
I want to pet it.
yeah," or "Let's go hang out at the sock hop and oh, fuck, how old am I?" But yeah, let's all go hang out at where the teenagers hang out and like let's skateboard and fucking listen to CDs or something. I don't know. That's terrible. But anyways, point being, I'm glad Jurassic Park came along and scared the shit out of kids. Because let me tell you something. I was very wise to what dinosaurs were capable of doing as a kid. And it had nothing to do with any of the cartoons, TV shows, movies, or anything like that. I'll tell you the reason why. You want to know why, guys?
Why?
Dinosaurs attack. Now, you're probably wondering, what is that? Well, Dinosaurs Attacks was some trading cards released in the latter part of the 80s. Now, back in the day as a kid, for me, like trading cards was like, they had trading cards about everything. It wasn't just like sports cards, right? I mean, they had trading cards about like TV shows, cartoons, toys, comic books, the whole nine. Well, Topps, many, many, many years ago, I believe it was in the 60s, put out a series called Mars Attacks. And you guys will probably remember the movie in the 90s, Mars Attacks. And it's about Martians coming to Earth and attacking people, right? Well, Dinosaurs Attacks was kind of pretty much the same premise, where a mad scientist brings back dinosaurs to life. And let me tell you something, the imagery that came with these cards scared the absolute fuck out of me and still does to this day, okay? Because we're talking like and in the set of cards it like told a story, right? And in these cards, like it started off with the dinosaurs like coming to life. And I'm going to show some images to the guys here. Get your reaction there. Yeah, what you're looking at there is a stegosaurus at a wedding that is impaling the bride and the groom, and I believe it's actually eating somebody else in the wedding party.
I love the fact that the priest is like taking up the cross and is trying to
Like that's
hit
gonna
him
do
with it.
like that's gonna do anything. Yeah, I mean, you saw imagery. Imagine as a 4-year-old seeing shit like this. And then there was one I remember where the dinosaur breaks into the classroom and actually is clawing at like children, like ripping their flesh to pieces. Brent, pull out on your phone there and look up Dinosaurs Attacks. Yeah, like, you'll see some more image. Like what I'm showing you, this is actually tame, believe it or not. But let me tell you about the one card that absolutely scared the ever living fuck out of me. And there's not a whole lot of like blood or anything like in this card. It's just absolutely terrifying. And when you look up images of this card today, it's still censored. I don't know, I'm guessing like a Tyrannosaurus or something, literally curb stomping an innocent dog. How fucking awful is that? Can you imagine being a 4-year-old seeing this and this poor little puppy squashed by a fucking dinosaur? These dinosaurs weren't fucking around. They were coming to Earth and they were going to rip our asshole to shreds. They were going to claw the ever-living fuck out of our scrotums to pieces for us guys. I'm telling you. Dinosaurs Attacks. You seeing these cards, man? You see how violent and graphic they are? There was like one too where it's like I think it was another one with a stegosaurus and like he's killing people or whatever, and like on his tail there's an eyeball. Yeah, I'm looking at one here now, the Colonel Shredded, and it's literally two dinosaurs ripping apart and then disemboweling a fucking human being. And this was marketed to little 4-year-olds in the 80s. And my parents, like, God love them, but they didn't know what the fuck was going on. But I mean, this is just the most god-awful, horrifying imagery. And I remember as the story progressed, it was like the dinosaurs would just do all the more fucked up shit. And it's funny, too, if you look on the cover of Dinosaurs Attacks, what do you see there, Brent?
A freaking T-Rex fighting, like, the world, and blood's coming out of it.
Blood is coming and gushing out of the world. This T-Rex is going to disembowel the world because these dinosaurs, they don't give a fuck.
You want me to make your day, though?
Yeah, because I'm kind of scared just thinking about this stuff. Yes.
Okay. Well, this is either going to ruin your day or make your day.
Okay.
You can buy a 55 card set on eBay for $24.95.
Wow.
I feel like you need that in your life.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared. And then as the series progresses, like there was actually a fucking like leader dinosaur. And you know what the leader dinosaur's name was? And I shit you not, it was Satanosaurus. That's right, Satanosaurus. And it was like the most god-awful, evil fucking looking thing. Like, imagine like the Abomination from Marvel mixed with like a fucking dragon and like Tim Curry from Legend. I don't like, just insane. And the ending of the card of the series, right? Are you pulling? Yeah, are you looking at Satanosaurus?
No.
Ah.
This one's called Kids Strike Back.
Oh, yes. This is a good one. I love this because it is a fucking 10-year-old girl, I'm assuming, with a fucking bazooka blowing away a dinosaur. as we're talking about this, if you've got a warped, twisted mind and you don't know about this, you're going to be looking this shit up now for sure. But yeah, like just the most gruesome and graphic and detailed shit like you should not be seeing as a kid. But I remember how the series kind of ended of cards. So like Satanosaurus comes back and it gets called back because of the scientist who brought the dinosaurs here. Because yeah, Satanosaurus, right? Yeah, there he is. See?
I want one.
You say that now.
How many eyes does that thing have?
Too fucking many, man. So that dude that he's holding there, that is like the professor guy. And there's a card where it's literally just a closed up image of that professor just looking like so distraught. And on the back of the cards, it actually told the story. And the professor said something to the effects of, oh, blah, blah, tell my wife I love her. So here's the fucked up thing, like graphic, brutal, gruesome, like imagery. And then there's shit like that in there. And that's like the most disturbing is the guy saying, oh, tell my wife I love her. Or, you know, the fucking thing with the dog. Like just awful shit. Like this stuff should never have been made. And yet it existed. And it existed for me as a child. So I was petrified as fuck that dinosaurs were just going to come back and just eat the fuck out of my fat ass. So that's why I've always been scared and still to this day is scared of dinosaurs. So anyways, now that you guys have been educated, like
so there's that.
so there's that. So now that you guys have been educated on dinosaurs, like how do you feel? Like do you feel like if they came back to life, would you be like, "Oh, this is cool," or would you be scared shitless like me?
I'd probably be scared.
Yeah, rightfully so.
I'd probably try to put a collar on them and open my own zoo.
Yeah. You would probably make a shitload of money. Oh. Well, yeah. Do you guys have any other last memories about dinosaurs you want to share before we close out this episode?
I've got a joke.
Okay.
Are you ready for this one?
I was born ready.
Okay. How did the T-Rex's arms feel after his arm workout?
I don't know. How did they feel?
They were dinosaur.
Ah! And on that note, we're going to wish you adieu, or bid you adieu. We want to thank you for listening, and we hope you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane of dinosaurs, and hope I've brought and raised some awareness of dinosaurs and what they're capable of doing. So, until next time, I'm Jeremy, a.k.a. xljtheog.
I'm B-Roll.
And I'm just Alex.
And we're out. And we'll see you on another edition of Cold Cast, a podcast for all of us. Take care now. Bye-bye.